even there. And now you look forward to the Flyers coming back home Thursday against the Capitals. And Flyers right now in the Metro Division, they are tied for second place with 33 points. Capitals, third place with 31 points. So this is a big game to stay in the thick of things. And I know the Capitals started off rough, getting things right. Power play still sticky. Ovechkin, what the heck is going on with him? So
I don't know.
There's a lot going on with the Capitals right now.
Yeah, but the worry I always have when a guy like Ovechkin has, 5 goals, which is, if he keeps this pace up, it's going to take 10 years to catch Gretzky. And then we're in Washington being a mess. But I always worry that, is this the game that gets him right? We've seen it with Zibanejad in New York was going bad and came into Philly and
Flyers
went
are always
off.
the get-right game.
Right. This is the worry I have. You got your glasses on.
I'm sophisticated today. Yes. Very intelligent.
Throwing me off. Yeah, you're asking really good questions.
Thank you. It's the glasses.
So I'm always worried about that guy finds this game to get everything in order, that everything happens. So I don't think this is a case where you can just say, well, we'll shift our focus somewhere else. No, you're not going to shift your focus somewhere else. That power play, though it can be struggling, and they're missing a centerman. You can see how much that matters. So, I mean, that you have to be wary of him. It's just, I'm almost more worried about him because he hasn't scored than I would otherwise.
Because the track record has shown that.
Yeah.
They come into Philadelphia, and that's the get-right game, and then everyone talks about it, and then it's, boo-hoo Flyers. So, yeah, you can't have that. But the Flyers, they have winning momentum coming in here where I feel like they're going to stop that, especially with Carter Hart getting back on Thursday.
Yeah, he's been really, really good.
Yeah.
I mean, still underrated in my eyes throughout the league. You count on him to make big saves early. He keeps you in games all the time. And the penalty kill, good as it is, your most important penalty killer is your goaltender. Mm-hmm. And both he and Ersson have been very good in those situations. And so, I mean, I'd look for him. I'm not seeing any dip at all. I mean, occasionally one game you'll go a little bit off, but no, he's been really, really steady to the point where I think Tortorella and the whole is almost like it's a dream. Just all right, it's gonna we're gonna get. It's gonna be fine. No worries.
Yeah.
And when you don't have to worry about a goaltender, it's like
that's a luxury.
It's such a luxury. Yeah. It's such a difference. It makes such an enormous difference whether you're coaching the penalty kill, whatever it is. Not going to help you much on the power play, but with whatever else you're doing, it's like, oh God, we can count on this. It's a +1 in everything.
Yeah, and now we're at the point where, at least for me, every pregame show when I'm writing script, I'm looking at the standings every single show. And
there's a script.
There is. Oh. Sometimes you look at it, sometimes you don't. It really depends on the day, you and Scott. But you look at this Metro Division, and the Islanders are in second place now, tied with the Flyers at 33.
That's a bad thing.
Yeah, the Islanders, they're looking good.
They're playing very well. That's a really good team. Florida's a really good team. Mm-hmm. The Devils have perked up some.
29 points, near the bottom.
So
but you say near the bottom, and that's a
but yeah, there's no. I mean, it's all the middle. So the Flyers. They don't have like a bank account. There's no savings. It's like you're living paycheck to paycheck. Literally, you're living game to game. Yeah. And that's what it's going to be from now right until the end of the season or through March. It'd be nice to be able to build up some sort of margin.
A cushion.
There is none. There's no cushion.
I don't think there's ever going to be a cushion because even if the Flyers keep up this pace where you win 3, you lose 1, okay, you have a blimp in the road. Every other team is doing that as well. The Hurricanes, the Capitals, the Penguins, Well,
the Penguins are there. That could be a problem up there
if they keep going downhill.
They keep going, but their power play has to get better. But you're right. There's like where are you going to pick it up? Like is the Bruins? Everybody thought coming in the Bruins were going to drop. Well, God, they just keep going. The Rangers, who got blown out by Toronto, but they're a really good side. I don't think they're going to drop very much. And Carolina. God, what a mess they were, to the point where Rod Brindamore said he thought they'd give up 50 in that one game. They come back and win. So, I mean, they kind of like they've hit, you think maybe that's the rock bottom for those teams. So the Flyers' task is to
you got to stay with them.
Really, it's just you have to keep doing it. You for all the good that you've done, all you've done is you're treading water, and it's a real deep pool.
Yeah, and that's why when people ask, like, are they going to make the playoffs? Oh my gosh, like, let's start paying attention. You can't even possibly predict that right now.
No, you can't. I mean, you're going to go deep into a season. That's why all this talk with the trades, I don't know. I mean, trade deadline, you don't know what the team's going to look like coming in, what chance you're going to have. When you've got that goaltending, you've got a real chance. And the excitement level, What I want to see, Ashlyn, is I want to see the excitement level driven up at home.
And it has been way better.
I mean, they're a
this
really
year.
good road team.
Yeah.
But they've had some losses at home and games where they didn't score much.
And games that have mattered too. The Black Friday game, the marquee games.
That's what I want to see. I want to see them come in here and really get that place rocking.
Yeah.
Like it has in the past.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they're well on their way. I mean, I've noticed just being here now a year, I've noticed such a big difference from last year to this year and just the home crowd. And I was even impressed last year coming in. Maybe this is coming from Jacksonville, but I couldn't believe the home crowd and how many people showed up and how into it they were with a losing record. So now when you look at the home crowd this year, it's popping. It's packed.
Yeah. It's
right
packed.
now.
They're coming in. They've got some characters to kind of attach to. We're just learning about these guys. But Hart's been here. He's like a veteran now.
Yeah.
But they've got, like, Forster looks like he's going to be a real popular player.
Mm-hmm.
Brink has got some personality to him coming in. So they've got some of that going on. Then they've got some physicality.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you never know with that fourth line when
you
they're
pay for the fights. That's what you come for.
My God, they
get what they pay for.
When they can throw hands, but half the way every night has an issue with something.
He really does. He's an emotional man,
and it's great. And it's great to watch. It
is great. And now, I guess I want to say it's shocking, but I'm curious your thoughts about Craig Berube, fired in St. Louis and won the Stanley Cup with them in 2018, 2019, was let go last night and 1 point out of the last wild card spot in the Western Conference. It's not like they're out, and they fire their coach who was with the Flyers 2013 to 2015. And from everything you're hearing, it's like no one was really expecting this.
No, but in hockey, it's like, unfortunately, coaching changes tend to, unfortunately or unfortunately, they tend to work at least short term, which is why late in the season a guy gets fired. I don't know what the Blues were expecting with their roster. I really don't know what they thought Berube could squeeze out of this. I think maybe they thought they'd be a more physical team, but they're not structured that way.
Right.
So I mean, I was worried for Chief coming in to the season. I just thought it's been a while, and the hockey teams just change coaches. Yeah. So I'm curious how quick it'll be then. If the Flyers ever have 3 games in a row lost, that it doesn't start. They want Berube back here. Yeah. I think Ottawa will be wise to hire him right away. I don't think I think he's got a contract runs through another year, so he can come back to Bucks County and hang out for a year. Maybe join us on join us on TV or
come
something
on
for a little bit. But no, I mean, I don't even know how upset he would be. It seemed like some of that mojo was gone from that Blues team, but I mean, he'll forever be. He'll forever be the star there for bringing that franchise, that Stanley Cup, and being in last place basically this time of the year and bringing the team back. And he's a real popular guy. He's a really, really good coach. Mm-hmm. But in hockey, unless you're a very, very rare guy, in 3 years to 4 years, that's about a lifetime.
Your track record. Yeah. And it's just confusing because when you look at who they have these big time contracts right now. And when you look at their contracts, it's saying win right now because this is going to get up sometime soon. Yeah. And Kevin Hayes is there. And it just doesn't make sense why it wasn't working out.
No, it was a weird trying to do two things at once, like the Flyers, but not committed really to the rebuild thing. And, the guys you brought on, Hayes, we saw it happen here.
Didn't work.
And it's not working there either. Yeah. So, I mean, maybe they have to get a better mix of people, but I think that they're just due for a makeover.
Yeah, and it sounds like they're getting started on that. And that